Hey, D period. I am giving you a shout out from YouTube land. Hopefully I can get this video uploaded. And I hope you can even get to it being at school. You may have to use your app. But anyway, welcome to my YouTube channel. Subscribe and you might get a piece of candy. Just kidding. All right. So listen, we need to talk about these 3.4 notes because you need to take a quiz today, and some of the information on these notes is going to be on your quiz. So hopefully it'll make a little bit of sense. Let's get started. All right, so this is the white sheet of paper that you're given on Friday, and here's the question. Write a function given that you know the zeros are x equals 4, negative 2, and 0. All right, so here's how it looks. Let me speed this up. It's so slow. All right, if x equals 4, then if I subtract x from both sides, I get x minus 4 equals 0, which means that x minus 4 is a factor. All right, let's speed that up. So if x equals negative 2, then x plus 2 is a factor. All right. And x equals 0 is a factor. So let's put all this together. We're supposed to find the function. And let's just add in standard form. So here they are. The order in which you multiply doesn't matter. So I'm going to multiply those two binomials together first, just because. And then I'm going to distribute the x. And there you have it. That's the answer. Now this next one's the same exact question, but fractions, boo. If we did that the same way, we would have a little bit of a mess, as you'll see here in a second. Yep, such a mess. Look at that. Who wants to multiply that out? Not me. So there is an alternative way. Let's just take a look. So let's start over from the beginning. If you start with x equals 2/3, and instead of subtracting 2/3 from both sides, you multiply both sides by 3, and basically get rid of the fraction, then you have 3x equals 2, which means that 3x minus 2 is a factor. Same for the next one. And 3x plus 5 is a factor. And the next one is just x minus 1, so that doesn't change. So we can change out the bottom two, and you'll get an equivalent answer. You just won't have all those fractions to deal with. The order in which you multiply these doesn't matter. So I'm going to multiply the two binomials in the back, and then I'm going to multiply the binomial times the trinomial. And this will be your final answer. Okay, so let's take a look at this next one. Now we've done these. We've done these, folks. Actually, why don't you try and do this? Turn off the video, do it by yourself, and see if you get my answer. Turn it back on when you're done. So here you go. You need to set up the shell. So we know we're going to divide synthetically. And yeah, this is what we know. And we also know that when you divide synthetically, you drop down the 1, multiply, add, multiply, and then add. Multiply again, you're going to get an equation. But you can still solve this like you're solving an equation. 24 plus negative 2n minus 12 is equal to 2. All right, combine the 12 and 24 and the 12. And then solve it. Answer is 5. All right, this one, I don't know, it's pretty obvious, but we already know how to factor, or should know how to factor x cubed minus 8. One of the factors of x cubed minus 8 is x minus 2. So if you set this up synthetically, you will get the trinomial. So maybe you've forgotten how to get the trinomial. Maybe. This'll get you there. So there you go. But this question says to solve it. So we'll set it equal to 0, and we will solve it. This trinomial is not factorable, so I'm going to complete the square. Jacob's favorite method. And maybe someone else uses that method as well. You could use quadratic formula. Those of you who are fans of quadratic formula, you could use quadratic formula. All right, so split the b and square the b, you get 1. Write it as a perfect squared binomial. Take the square root of both sides. Don't forget that plus and minus. And that negative 3 is the same as I root 3. Subtract 1 from both sides, and there is the second and the third root. Okay. That concludes this video. That wasn't too painful. So I'd like for you to now go to your Pearson Realize, fill out those questions, and then take that quiz. Take it as many times as you want to. If you don't get to it today, please come in, Tuesday morning, yeah. Come in the morning and redo it. And we'll see you then. Hope you have a good day. Talk to you later.